my God. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another video short, guys. Wow. This fight did not go anything like I thought it would go. Roxanne Modeffari defeats Antonina La Pantera Shevchenko. Let me say that one more time, y'all. Roxanne Modeffari defeats Antonina Shevchenko. And it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because a lot of people will question Antonina's ground game. You know, a lot of people will question Antonina's ground game. And Antonina, but then, you know, you can say that her ground game isn't that good, or you could say that Roxanne Modeffari's ground game was just that good. You know? You guys get what I'm saying? You know, Roxanne Modeffari was able, it was nice. It was a great looking fight. Roxanne Modeffari stood and traded with Antonina Shevchenko, which is a huge risk to stand and trade with Antonina. First round, you know, they were throwing the jab. Both of them was throwing the jab. Antonina was landing the jab, though. That was the difference. She gets the takedown. And when she got the takedown, she just kept the takedown, and she dominated, landing strikes. She dominated Antonina Shevchenko on the ground. You know, and then second round comes out, same thing. You know, Roxanne, but the more that they were on their feet, like if it would have been a 5-round fight, I believe Antonina Shevchenko would have probably knocked out Roxanne Modeffari. But, you know, when the round started and it was on the feet is when Antonina was having her, you know, the most success was on her feet. Of course, I mean, it's natural to see Antonina do well on her feet, but it was when it came to the ground. That was the problem. That was the problem. Roxanne Modeffari just relentless and smart, cutting off the octagon. You know what I'm saying? Getting Antonina to a spot where she could press her up against the cage and take her down. I mean, she was dropping down for single legs. Trips and sweep. Now Antonina, she reversed those positions a few times. Now I have to give Antonina Shevchenko props for reversing those positions and getting out of some of that, but man, Roxanne Modeffari defeats Antonina Shevchenko. I don't think anybody's seen that coming. And if anybody did, I don't think anybody's seen that coming. Because when you think of Antonina, you think of Valentina, and you know, and you think, I don't know, guys. I don't think this takes anything away from Antonina. I just think it was really good for Antonina to face a high level opponent, because whether we want to say it or not, Roxanne Modeffari is a high level opponent. You know, it is what it is. Now, as much as I don't really want to say this, you know, I think that Antonina Shevchenko has kind of been exposed. Like, she's kind of been exposed. Now, in Valentina's losses didn't really expose anything. You know, because both of her losses to Amanda Nunes were very controversial losses. A lot of people gave those fights to Valentina. So there was nothing really exposed about Valentina in her losses. But Antonina, she's got to work on her ground game. I don't want to say that, but Roxanne Modeffari dominated her on the ground. She did. Now on the feet, she dominated Roxy. Roxy was getting pieced up, but Roxy was very patient. That was the thing. Like, she didn't pull a Juliana Pena when Juliana fought Valentina. Juliana just rushed into it. Like, she just bulldozed her way into it. Roxanne, she kept it very patient. She knew that she was going to get touched up. Roxanne knew she was going to get touched up on the feet. But what she did was she kind of baited Antonina into the striking so that she could duck under and get her takedown. It was great. It was great work from Roxanne Modeffari. She really showed her veteranship. She did. She showed her veteranship in this fight. congratulations to Roxanne Modeffari on a very important. She needed this victory. And I said in the video yesterday, in the pre-fight video, that they gave Roxanne to Antonina so Antonina could showcase her skills, in which the UFC did do that. They gave her Roxanne. But Roxanne was like, no, 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 no. You're not about to come here and take my contract away from me. Take my spot in the UFC. Congratulations to Roxanne Modeffari. And now we may be able to see her in the future in the UFC. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA, and I'm out.